once they are here, we can say all the troubles are over. They are at home. It's heaven for the donkeys.
Hot Care is Christmas, and today we go down a completely different route to what you might have heard over the last few days on Hot Care is Christmas. We're talking asses, mules, donkeys. I think they're all the same thing, Bunny.
Indeed they are, and I am out in the West Rand at the Rest Your Ass Donkey Sanctuary. I'm with Lorraine, the owner who got it all started, and I've never seen somebody so passionate about donkeys, and she knows the 75 donkeys that are here all by name. How did it all get started?
It started in 2017 when we were driving in a rural area and I witnessed the abuse that the donkeys were suffering. And that's when I wondered what happens to these donkeys after they worked and all that. And I said to my husband, we are going to start a donkey sanctuary one day. And yeah, that's how it started. And here we are, so many years later, and we're on 191 donkeys now.
Sure.
Wow.
So it is really beautiful. You just missed out on James, the 1-month-old, having his zoomies. They almost feel like giant dogs. I didn't realize donkeys have such personality. Tell us about some of the animals that are here with you on this property.
Most of them come from abuse circumstances. Almost all of them have bad histories, apart from the ones that are born here. We do sometimes find donkeys that are pregnant. We don't breed or anything like that with them. So, but when we have a little donkey, they're very sweet and they're very spoiled because they don't know bad things. They're not scared of anything. That's what James was doing here.
So the way they find their way to you here, I was looking in the letter about the 3 incidences in November alone where animals are dumped on the side of the road, they're strangled and abused. And tell us, what is that issue? What is the circumstance, and why is that happening?
Mostly we find people, when in the rural areas, that's how their parents used to treat the animals, and they think the harder you hit them, the harder they will work. Or sometimes they go into the wrong place. Like the lady will have a vegetable patch, the donkey doesn't get food, so at night he walks into the vegetable patch and the lady will pour boiling water on him, or she'll hack his leg off, or cut the ears, or stab. So we do get a lot of things like that. But we also get donkeys from the SPCA. We have Society for Animals in Distress donkeys. We have donkeys from Karoo Donkey Sanctuary.
Doreen, if you could just take us back to last month. We believe that you guys got some tip-offs from an area, a side of a road in Tabazimbi, about donkeys being dumped on the side of the road. Can you take us through what happened there?
It's very strange. We're not really sure what is going on there. We get phone calls and voice notes from people saying, oh, the donkey truck offloaded donkeys again. And I got a number from the SAPS, OB number they call it, and I got some volunteers together, and the first time we collected 10 donkeys. The next time we collected 4 donkeys. Unfortunately, after that, we were faced with some hostile people that didn't want us to take more donkeys, so there is an investigation going on. But we're not sure. There's dead donkeys all over, donkeys with wire, strangled with wire, poisoned, shot, killed by cars. So we're not very sure what the situation is there, but there is definitely a very, very serious investigation going on there.
And out of all those donkeys that you managed to save with that trailer that you hired, how many of them have actually survived?
All of them survived that we rescued. They've all survived. I've had a vet out. We had some eye problems and one had a big gash on her bum. But no, they've all survived. They're doing well.
Lovely.
Yeah, we need some we have 3 that aren't gelded for some reason. So they do like what they call a bush gelding, where I don't really know who gelds them. Yeah. But some of the boys have been gelded, which is quite strange. But 3 of them still need gelding and medical attention. Some are getting eye drops and things like that. But no, they're doing well.
And like all organizations like you guys in the position you're in, you rely heavily on donations just to get by. I know you have a monthly market, but I'm sure I'm stating the obvious to say that cash is tight, and homing 190 donkeys doesn't come cheap.
No, it doesn't come cheap. My poor husband works 24 hours a day to provide for my animal addiction. But we do have the market once a month, which helps a lot. And we have a thing that we call donkey adoption, where you virtually adopt a donkey. It's 150 Rand a month. And I know it doesn't sound a lot, but every little bit helps.
Tara, what are we going to do for the Rest Your Ass?
So, Loreen, you already told us that 3 of those male donkeys that you recently rescued need gelding. And I can imagine that that's not a cheap procedure to have. So through the kindness of Hot 1027 listeners, for Hot Cares Christmas, we'll be covering all the expenses of those geldings for those animals.
Thank you. Sure. That is a huge chunk. It is a lot. Wow. We measure everything in bales. So whatever we save, we say, oh, we saved so many bales. Wow, thank you very much.
Getting there, and we're not done just yet. This is the Hot Cares Christmas. We also want to provide the 14 donkeys that you recently rescued with those fly masks they need. We now understand that's an essential part of what they need. So consider those fly masks taken care of as well.
That helps so much. Wow. There's more.
In the spirit of the festive season, we're going to bring you some extra joy to your donkeys. And we're going to be treating them to salt licks.
And Loreen, obviously every Christmas tree needs a star. So we understand the lack of rain has been quite a problem for you guys, and you mentioned those hay bales, how you measure everything in hay bales. We will be covering the costs of the hay bales that you need until February. We understand that's when the situation is expected to stabilize with the farming and the rainfall. So you guys are covered until February in hay bales. It's all to the value of 70,000 Rand.
Serious?
We are.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's...
Thank you. Sure, Carl.
Grass to us is...
Like gold.
Sure.
Thank you. Wow, I don't know what to say. We appreciate it so much.
Hot Cares Christmas. Let's make a meaningful difference together.